Psalm 121 morning prayer. God will keep you today before your feet touch the floor, before the noise of the world comes knocking, before you answer another call. You must remember this. You are not waking up alone. You are not stepping into this day by your own power. There is a presence eternal and watchful that has already gone before you. Psalm 121 is not just scripture. It is a living declaration of divine assurance. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. But the real power, it's not in the hills, it's not in the noise, it's not in the people, it's within. This morning you are invited to anchor your soul, not in worry, not in fear, but in faith. God will keep you today, not maybe, not sometimes, not if you perform well enough, but surely, faithfully, consistently. He will not slumber, he will not sleep. The keeper of Israel is keeping you right now. So if your mind has been troubled, if your spirit has been restless, if your path feels uncertain, pause, breathe, and lift your inner eyes. You are being held, watched over, guided, even when you don't feel it. Let this prayer open the gates of your soul to that truth. Let it prepare your heart to walk boldly into a day that has already been secured by grace. Today you are kept. Today you are covered. Today God walks with Psalm 121 morning prayer. God will keep you today when the morning light breaks through and the world is still quiet. That is the sacred moment when your soul whispers, "Help me, Lord." It's not a cry of weakness. It's a declaration of trust. Psalm 121 begins not in doubt, but in power. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. This is not merely poetic language. It's a spiritual alignment. It's the soul remembering that there is something greater than the noise, something deeper than the trouble. This psalm is a promise etched into eternity, a shield for your spirit when you're stepping into the unknown. You don't need to face today's challenges by your own strength. The same God who created the heavens and the earth has already ordained your steps. He watches over you not with fleeting interest but with eternal commitment. You are not a random being thrown into chaos. You are a soul under divine surveillance, kept by the Lord, who neither slumbers nor sleeps. This is the morning to realign your heart, to remind yourself that the presence of God is not an abstract concept, but a living force within you. The hills may be high and the journey may be steep, but your help doesn't come from around you. It comes from within you, from that still, quiet place where God speaks. You carry the divine presence, and when you walk with that awareness, no weapon formed against you can prosper. That's the real power of Psalm 121. It is not a prayer asking God to show up. It is an affirmation that he already has. You are not hoping to be protected. You are declaring that protection is already in motion. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. That means even if the ground feels shaky, even if the day throws you curveballs, you are anchored, you are rooted, you are secure in a way that the world cannot disrupt. And when it says, "He that keepeth thee will not slumber," understand this: there is never a moment when you are forgotten. The world may overlook you, people may misunderstand you, circumstances may challenge you. But God sees everything. God hears every silent prayer, every cry you couldn't put into words, every hope buried beneath disappointment, and he does not sleep on your pain. He does not blink when you stumble. He does not rest while you wrestle. His keeping is continuous, active, and intentional. So when you rise in the morning and whisper this psalm, you're not just reading scripture. You're speaking a spiritual law into existence. You are inviting divine order into your day. You are activating angelic protection. You are realigning with your destiny. The Lord is thy keeper. Let that settle into your spirit, not your job, not your money, not your routine. God is your keeper. That means the one who holds the galaxies together is holding you together. That means you don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to carry the weight of the world. You just have to trust that what God watches, he also sustains. When he says he is your shade upon your right hand, he's saying, I'm right beside you. You don't have to fear what's ahead when you know who's beside you. The right hand symbolizes strength, power, and direction, and to know that God shadows that part of you is to know you are never moving forward uncovered. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. In other words, whether it's the heat of pressure or the cold of loneliness, nothing will consume you. Nothing will destabilize your purpose. God is watching over you in the highs and the lows, in the day and the dark, in the public and the private. Even in the midnight moments when no one knows what you're going through, he keeps you. Even when your own thoughts betray you, he guards your mind. That is what Psalm 121 teaches, that your preservation is not occasional, it is eternal. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. Not some, not most, all. That doesn't mean evil won't try. It means it won't win. The enemy can form weapons, but they will fail. The trap can be laid, but you will walk over it. The storm can come, but you won't drown. Why? Because preservation is not a reaction. It is your portion. God is not responding to crisis. He's already ahead of it. He goes before you and stands behind you. He guards your going out and your coming in. And when the Scripture says he will preserve your soul, it means your essence, your identity, your divine image will never be lost. The world can try to steal your joy, your confidence, your peace. But God is preserving the most sacred part of you. That means even if life scars you, it cannot undo you. Even if you fall, you will rise. Even if you cry, you will be comforted. Even if you get tired, he will restore you, because the God who watches over Israel is the same God watching over you. His eyes are on you not to judge, but to guide, not to punish, but to protect. So don't step into your day with fear. Step into it with faith. Today is not random. It's a divine assignment. The road you walk today may not be smooth, but it is safe. Not because of your strength, but because of who walks with you. Lift your eyes, remind your heart. God is your keeper, and if God is keeping you, nothing else can control you. No fear can bind you. No failure can define you. No threat can destroy you. You are held in hands that do not shake. You are loved with a love that does not fade. So go forward, head high, heart strong, faith anchored. God will keep you today, and that is enough. That is everything. That is the power of Psalm 121. Let it be your shield. Let it be your guide. Let it be your peace. Psalm 121, Night Prayer. God watched over you today as the day winds down and the sun disappears beyond the horizon. Your soul starts to whisper what your mind has forgotten during the chaos. You made it. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but because God watched over you today. From the moment you opened your eyes to this moment of stillness before sleep, divine hands were guiding your every step. Psalm 121 is not just a morning promise, it's an eternal covenant that stretches across the hours and blankets your night with peace. It declares, "He who keeps you will not slumber," and that one line is all you need to sleep in perfect rest. Because when the world sleeps, when your body rests, your spirit still abides in the care of the Almighty. You may not have noticed all the things you were spared from today, the accident that didn't happen, the sickness that didn't take root, the conversation that didn't break you, the enemy that didn't succeed. But heaven saw it all. God was your shade when the heat of pressure rose against you. He was your silence when you wanted to react. He was your strength when your heart felt overwhelmed. The truth is, you were kept even when you weren't aware of it. Now, in this sacred moment of the night, your soul is being invited to release every weight, every burden, and every lingering worry from the day. You don't need to carry it into your rest. The same God who sustained you through today will sustain you through the night. You are not alone in the dark. The Lord is your keeper. That is not a statement of religion. It is a law of divine reality. No demon in hell, no fear in your mind, no threat in your future can overpower the hand that keeps you. That means even as your eyes close, his eyes remain open, not just open but watching, not just watching but working. Every part of your journey is still under supervision. From your coming in this evening to your going out tomorrow, God is not just present, he is active. He's guarding what concerns you. He's covering what you can't see. He's whispering over your spirit, you are safe, you are held, and you are mine. You may have faced stress today. Maybe you were misunderstood, mistreated, or exhausted by the expectations placed on you. But don't take that pain into your sleep. Give it to the one who promised to preserve your soul. Preservation isn't just about safety. It's about restoration. It's about keeping your heart tender, your joy alive, your peace untouched. The enemy works overtime to drain you, discourage you, and deceive you. But the keeper of Israel works even harder to restore what was lost and rebuild what was broken. He doesn't just protect your outer life. He preserves your inner life. That means every emotional wound, every mental battle, every spiritual attack that came against you today, it didn't win. You're still here, you're still breathing, and that means God is still working. So tonight, before you lay down and drift off, let this be your posture, gratitude and surrender, gratitude for what God did that you saw, surrender for what He did that you didn't. Let Psalm 121 be the lullaby your soul sings. Not to make you sleepy, but to make you still, to remind you that you are not your own keeper. You are not the one who holds everything together. That's God's job. Your job is to trust, to rest, to abide. Because the night is not empty, the darkness is not dangerous when the light of the world is guarding you. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. That means there is no time, no hour, no moment, where God is unaware of your needs. Even in the mysterious, even in the silent hours, He is preserving you. And when your body is too tired to pray, too heavy to speak, your spirit can still reach for God with faith. A whisper is enough. A sigh is enough. God hears what you don't say. He sees what you don't show. He knows what even you don't understand about yourself. And still He keeps you, not because you're perfect, not because you always get it right, but because He loves you with a love that never sleeps, a love that guards, that fights, that intercedes. Tonight the heavens are not silent, the angels are not idle. Divine order is still surrounding you. While you sleep, blessings are aligning. While you rest, protection is circling. While you close your eyes, heaven is wide awake on your behalf. You can rest tonight knowing that the road ahead is already seen. You don't need to solve tomorrow's problems tonight. You don't need to rehearse the pain of today any longer. Your spirit deserves peace. Your soul deserves a reset, and God offers it to you freely, not because of what you've done, but because of who He is. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in. That's a full circle promise. He's not just the God of your beginnings. He's the God of your endings too, and even when this day ends, His faithfulness doesn't. He is consistent, constant, unshakable, whether you're in a palace or a prison, a season of joy or a night of tears. He remains the keeper of your soul. So as you prepare to lay down, say this within yourself: God watched over me today. Say it with reverence. Say it with conviction, because it's not just true, it's a miracle. So many things tried to touch you, but they failed. So many plans tried to confuse you, but God kept your mind. So many attacks tried to blind you, but He opened your eyes. And now you're here, resting in peace under the covering of the Most High. So let go of the anxiety, release the doubt, breathe deep, sink into the stillness. You are being held, you are being watched. You are being restored, and when morning comes you will rise again with new strength, not because the night was easy, but because God was with you in it. Psalm 121 is not just for the day, it's for every moment, every breath, every heartbeat, and tonight it is your anchor. Let your last thought before sleep be this: God kept me today, and He's still keeping me now. That is enough, that is peace, that is power. Let it carry you into the rest your soul has been waiting for, Psalm 121, midnight prayer, divine protection in the middle of the night. There is a sacred stillness that falls at midnight, a silence where time seems to pause, where the world sleeps, but your soul remains awake, reaching for something deeper, something eternal. It's in that midnight hour when fears grow louder, when thoughts race and shadows creep across the mind. But it is also the hour when heaven listens closest. Psalm 121 was written for moments like this, not just for the sunshine of day, but for the darkness of night. It begins with a declaration, not a question. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. This is not a cry of confusion, it's a statement of alignment. At midnight, you lift your inner vision higher, not to the problems, not to the pain, but to the presence. Because your help, your strength, your safety does not come from the earth. It comes from above and within, from the very source of life, who never sleeps and never leaves. Tonight, while the world is unaware of your battles, God is fully present in your room, in your mind, in your heart, and in your situation. Midnight is not just a time, it's a spiritual symbol. It represents transitions, turning points, and divine breakthroughs. In the Bible, midnight is when the chains fell off Paul and Silas, when deliverance came in the prison, when the cry rang out in Egypt for freedom. So if you are awake at midnight, you are not forgotten. You are being positioned. This is not random restlessness. It is a divine invitation to press in deeper, to trust harder, and to believe that God is still working in the shadows. Psalm 121 assures you that He who keeps you will not slumber. That means right now, in this very hour, the Almighty is fully alert, watching over every detail of your life. He's not weary. He's not distracted. He's not overwhelmed by your needs. He is the same faithful keeper who was with you in the morning, who guarded you through the day, and who now covers you under the veil of night. You may be lying awake wondering how the bills will be paid, how the healing will come, how the relationship will be restored, how the pain will stop. But God is not wondering. He knows, He sees. He is not surprised by your midnight cry. He has already gone ahead of you and prepared the way. The Psalm says, He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. That means even now, when things feel uncertain, when you're walking through spiritual fog, when you're unsure of the next step, God is stabilizing your path. He is ensuring that your purpose remains intact. Midnight is not the end of your story. It's the secret place where God does some of His greatest work. When it's too dark to see with your natural eyes, your spirit must remember, He is still the keeper of your soul. And in this moment, while the moon rises and the silence deepens, you can choose peace. You can choose faith over fear. You can rest your thoughts in the truth that the Lord is thy keeper. That's not just a poetic phrase, it's a covenant. That means your dreams are safe, your calling is protected, your identity is secure. You are not kept by your own strength, your plans, or your performance. You are kept by grace, by love, by an unshakable force that neither slumbers nor sleeps. The psalm continues, The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Even in the darkest moments there is a covering. Even when you don't feel it, there is protection. He is closer than the shadows. He is the light within the night. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. This is divine assurance that the elements of time, the passing of hours, the changing of circumstances, have no power over the God who holds your life. Whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, or midnight, you are preserved, you are watched, you are loved. The night cannot curse what God has blessed. The darkness cannot devour what God has sealed. And no demon in hell can interrupt what God is orchestrating in your favor. So while others sleep unaware, while the noise of life fades, you can speak life into the silence. You can declare promises over your soul. You can breathe deeply and say, I am not afraid, I am not alone, God is with me. Let Psalm 121 be your shield in this hour. Let it rise from your lips like a sword in the Spirit. When you say, the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil, you're not wishing, you're activating truth. Evil has tried to invade your mind with anxiety, your body with fatigue, your home with confusion, but it will not prevail. Why? Because preservation is not passive, it is God's aggressive love in motion. He is preserving your emotions, your clarity, your vision, and your direction. Even now, He is rearranging situations you don't even know about yet. You are not being forgotten in the midnight. You are being favored. You are being covered. You are being healed. And what a promise it is! He shall preserve thy soul, your soul, that sacred, eternal part of you that carries your purpose and essences under divine surveillance. That means the lies the enemy whispered today cannot settle into your soul tonight. The weariness of the world cannot corrupt the joy that lives deep within you. God is preserving your faith, your hope, your resilience. So don't measure your safety by the absence of noise or trouble. Measure it by the presence of God. And tonight, His presence is overwhelming this hour with peace, even if tears fall. Even if questions remain unanswered, even if the pain lingers, His peace surpasses it all. Finally, Psalm 121 ends with this unshakable truth. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. That means not just now, not just tomorrow, but always. His eyes are on your future, and His hand is on your now. So whether you sleep peacefully or wrestle in prayer, whether you're lying down in joy or weeping through the dark, know this, you are not unguarded. You are not unprotected. You are never alone. Midnight may be quiet, but heaven is active. The angels are dispatched. The Spirit is speaking, and God is keeping you right now. So exhale the fear, release the weight. Whisper the psalm, lay down in safety, and believe with all your heart. In this midnight hour God is near, and He is keeping watch over you. Psalm 121 daily declarations speak protection over your life every single day. Before your feet touch the floor, before the noise of the world interrupts your peace, you must declare protection over your life. Not just a quick sentence, not just a hopeful thought, but a powerful, bold, intentional declaration, because the spiritual realm responds not to your silence, but to your voice. Psalm 121 is more than a comfort. It is a weapon, a shield, a spoken reality. It begins with authority. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. This is not a whisper of doubt. It is a roar of alignment. You are not looking to the economy, not to people, not to your own limited understanding. You are looking higher. You are locking eyes with the source of all strength, the creator of heaven and earth. That's where your help comes from, and when you know your source, you can speak with authority. Every morning you must speak Psalm 121 into the atmosphere and into your own soul. You must remind your spirit who your keeper is, because there are forces that would love to steal your peace before the day even begins. There are distractions, dangers, and demonic attacks that try to position themselves against you. But when you declare this psalm with belief and boldness, you build a spiritual hedge of protection around your life that no enemy can penetrate. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. That means stability. That means as you walk into your day, into the unknowns, the appointments, the decisions, your steps are divinely ordered and supernaturally steady. You're not stepping out alone. You're not walking in your own strength. The path may not always be visible, but the one who guides you has already seen it. Speak that over yourself. Today I will not slip. I will not fall. My footing is firm because God is upholding me. You see, the power of Psalm 121 isn't in reading it, it's in declaring it. It's in letting every word saturate your mind, your emotions, your energy. The psalm goes on, He that keepeth thee will not slumber. That means God didn't just guard you last night. He didn't take His eyes off you, not even for a second. While you slept, He kept. While you rested, He arranged divine appointments, opened unseen doors, redirected unseen traps. And now, as you rise, His keeping continues. So when you speak that promise aloud, you're not reminding Him. You're reminding yourself. You're anchoring your mind in heaven's reality, not the world's fears. Say it, the Lord is my keeper. Say it until your fear backs down. Say it until your faith rises up. Because when you speak with belief, heaven moves. You activate spiritual security around your family, your thoughts, your health, your finances, your path. You call upon the invisible shield of God that surrounds those who trust in Him, and it's not passive, it's powerful. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. That means He is so close, He is your covering. Not just when it's convenient, but when it's critical. When the heat of life tries to drain you, when the pressure of expectations bears down, when the world throws its chaos in your direction, you're not left exposed. You're under divine shade. That's protection from mental burnout, emotional exhaustion, spiritual attack. Speak that into your soul today. God, you are my covering. I will not be scorched by the heat of life. I will walk in peace, no matter what comes against me. And here's the most powerful part. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. This isn't just poetic, it's prophetic. It means every moment of your life, both seen and unseen, is under divine watch. The day won't drain you, the night won't haunt you. You're not just kept in sunlight. You're kept in shadows. Even when you don't know what's attacking you, even when the enemy operates in silence, God is still on duty. Say this out loud. No matter the hour, I am kept. I am covered. I am not alone. Because this declaration shifts your reality. It sets your soul in alignment with heaven's truth and overrides every fear, every lie, every doubt. You start moving through your day not with anxiety, but with authority. You're not hoping for safety. You're walking in it. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. All, not some, not most, all. That means nothing formed against you shall prosper, not jealousy, not sickness, not betrayal, not financial stress, not even your own mistakes. God's preservation is total, and when you declare it, you remind your atmosphere that you are not a victim. You are victorious. Your peace is guarded, your mind is sealed, your destiny is protected. Speak that promise and let it build confidence in your spirit, because preservation doesn't mean trouble won't come. It means trouble won't win. You may face battles today, but you're not going in unarmed. You have the living word on your tongue. You have Psalm 121 as your battle cry. He shall preserve thy soul. That's the deepest part of you. Not just your body, not just your plans, but your very essence, your emotions, your desires, your thoughts, your dreams. God is guarding what matters most. So when fear comes knocking, when discouragement creeps in, when anxiety tries to suffocate you, you fight back with truth. Declare, my soul is preserved, my inner world is secure. No attack will rob me of joy, peace, or clarity, because your soul is not a playground for the enemy. It's a temple for the Spirit of God, and God never leaves what he builds. His keeping is continuous. The final words of the psalm are not a wish. They are a guarantee. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. That's a full life promise. Your steps are guarded as you leave your home. Your thoughts are guarded as you enter new situations. Your relationships are guarded as you meet new people. Your life is surrounded with divine order and direction. From the start of your day to its end, from this moment into eternity, you are not moving through life uncovered. Every movement is watched. Every shift is preserved. Say this boldly: as I go out today, I go with angels. As I return with grace. No plan of the enemy will stand, because God is keeping me in all I do. Psalm 121 is not just a psalm, it's a daily decree. It's your spiritual GPS. It's your invisible armor, but you must activate it. You must speak it. You must believe it, because words create worlds, and when your words align with God's word, you invite supernatural power into natural circumstances. Don't wait for crisis to start declaring protection. Make it your lifestyle. Make it your rhythm. Make it the first thing that touches your lips in the morning. Because when you declare Psalm 121 over your life, you are not just reading Scripture. You are setting a divine order over your day that the devil cannot disrupt. Let this be your daily declaration: God is my keeper. I am covered, protected, preserved, and guided from this moment forth and forevermore. Speak it, live it, walk in it, and let heaven do what only heaven can: keep you in perfect peace. Psalm 121 Victory Prayer. God is watching over you. There is something deeply powerful about knowing, truly knowing, that you're being watched over by God. Not just occasionally, not just when things go wrong, but constantly, faithfully, eternally. Psalm 121 is not merely a poetic chapter of Scripture. It is a divine declaration of vigilance, protection, and victory. It is a reminder that your life is under supernatural surveillance, not by a distant deity, but by a loving Father who neither slumbers nor sleeps. When you understand the magnitude of this, your entire mindset shifts. You stop walking in fear and start living in victory. You stop reacting to the attacks of life and start responding with unshakable confidence. Psalm 121 starts with a posture of power. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. That statement alone tells you something vital. Victory begins with vision. When you lift your eyes, you're not escaping your reality. You're aligning with a higher one. You're saying, I refuse to be defined by what I see around me. I am defined by the one who reigns above it all. That's not denial, that's dominion, and when you walk in dominion, the enemy loses his grip on your thoughts, your energy, your direction. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Think about the scale of that. The one who created galaxies is the same one who is intimately involved in your daily battles. That's not just assistance, that's assurance. That means when you feel overwhelmed, you're not outnumbered, you're overprotected. God doesn't just send help, He is the help. He doesn't just fix moments, He holds your entire life. That is why you can pray not with desperation, but with declaration. You can say, God, I thank you that you are watching over me. I thank you that nothing touches my life without passing through your hands. I may not know what today holds, but I know who holds me. That's the foundation of victory. It's not the absence of problems, it's the presence of God in the midst of them. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. These are not just comforting words. They are statements of supernatural steadiness. Life will shake, people will shift, but your footing remains firm because your foundation is eternal. You are not stumbling through life. You are being guided with purpose. Even when you feel lost, heaven sees your path. Even when you feel unstable, heaven says you will not fall. Why? Because your keeper is not distracted. He is not on a break. He is not reacting. He is orchestrating. He is actively engaged in every step you take. So when the enemy tries to whisper lies of defeat, you respond with truth. God is awake. God is aware. God is working. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. That means divine proximity. God is not watching you from a distance. He is right beside you. He is your shield, your shade, your covering when things get hot, when pressure rises, when stress mounts, when enemies attack. He steps in as your personal protector. You don't have to look around wondering where your support is. It's already there, on your right hand, close, immediate, active, and this is where victory becomes your daily reality. When you stop trying to fight battles in your own strength and start resting in the keeping power of God. Not passive rest, but confident rest, the kind of rest that says, I know who's got me, I know who covers me, I will not be shaken. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. That's 24/7 protection. That means the natural cycles of life, the daily grind, the hidden battles, the night terrors, the unseen fears. None of it can overpower the God who governs both day and night. He's got you covered when you're at your desk and when you're on your knees. He's got you covered when you're celebrating and when you're weeping. He doesn't clock in and out. He's not seasonal. He's eternal. And when you live with that awareness, fear loses its power. You stop dreading the unexpected because you know you are never unguarded. You walk into rooms differently. You speak with authority. You dream with courage. You make decisions from a place of trust, not terror, because you know, even when you don't see it, God is watching over you. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. This is not poetic exaggeration. This is a divine guarantee. Evil will try to form, but it will not succeed. Darkness will try to creep in, but it will be met by light. Fear will try to rise, but it will be drowned out by faith. And more than your external life, God is preserving your soul, your emotions, your mind, your purpose. That's the place the enemy wants to attack most, your inner world. But God says, I've got that covered too. Depression doesn't get the final say, anxiety doesn't own you, confusion doesn't define you, your soul is preserved. That's victory at the deepest level, not just surviving the day, but thriving in your spirit. Rising above the noise, living from a place of divine clarity and peace, the Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. That means every beginning and every ending is under divine jurisdiction. Your entrance into new spaces, your exit from old ones, the transitions, the decisions, the detours, they are all covered. God is not just in your past or your future. He is in your every move. When you leave your house, He's with you. When you return, He's with you. When you walk into new seasons, He goes before you. When you close painful chapters, He heals behind you. You are not navigating this life alone. You are being watched, guided, preserved. This is what makes Psalm 121 a victory prayer. It is not reactive. It is prophetic. It declares the truth before the battle even begins. It aligns your soul with heaven's unshakable promises and activates angelic protection over your life. So today, speak this psalm aloud. Declare it with fire in your bones and faith in your heart. Say, God, I receive this word. I declare I am kept. I am watched. I am covered. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I walk in peace. I move in purpose. I live in victory. Not because of who I am, but because of who you are. And every time fear knocks, every time discouragement whispers, every time doubt creeps in, respond with Psalm 121. Let it be your sword and your shield. Let it guide your mornings and guard your nights. Let it be the anthem of your soul. God is watching over me, and I will not be moved.